Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I thank you for watching. And if you are new, this is where I talk about all things fashion with regard to how to wear the things that are in our closets, enjoy those pieces, and when we go shopping, be able to enjoy those more by incorporating into what we already have. So that's what we do here at Angela's Fashion Mix. From the title, you can tell that I'm talking about foundation garments today, as I get a fair amount of questions about what I wear. And also, I'm going to take you to Walmart and show you what that item is. Also, I'm talking about some additional foundation pieces, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my giveaway and how I manage this space with regard to volume. Also heard that Kohl's clearance is now 80% off. So I took a peep in there and didn't find anything. It's not a store I shop regularly. Every now and then I will go in and 80% drew me in, although I didn't purchase anything. I also looked at the sneakers. With the warmer weather, I think it's time to start processing some new footwear for walking for the upcoming spring and summer. So I'm taking a look at that, and that's what we're doing today. If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share the videos. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for those of you that always do. And I'm going to start with camisoles. So the questions were with regard to the color camisoles or foundation garments that I wear, especially under white. And over the years, I've heard a variety of things as to whether or not you should wear white under white or if you should wear black under white. Well, I'm going to give you some options today to kind of help you decide what works best for you with regard to how you want your undergarment to show under white pieces. So I typically wear white under white. For my complexion, I think white under white works. I will also wear nude. What determines whether or not I go with white or nude depends on how sheer that garment is. So I'm going to show you just some options to consider. And these are the colors that I have, that I choose from when I'm looking at deciding what level of color to go with under a white or nude or some other colored garment. Typically, it's going to be a white under white. The other thing I consider when it comes to undergarments is comfort. I don't want to pull on anything. I don't want it to hug me too tight. I don't want to have to fuss with it. I want to put it on and not have to think about it. So I found these at Ross. I found a couple of colors and I like the clean lines. There's no frill, no lace, anything like that. So I'm going to put it under white and it's under something sheer. There's no competition below with the item that I have on. Now, you can also venture into something with a lace top if you choose, but also with regard to other colors. So I have not only the white, I go a little bit deeper into a little bit of beige as well as a tan. Again, just depending on what the color is I'm wearing. But I also wear colors. So I have colors ranging from these to black, of course. And I not only use the camisole for something sheer, of course they're for just an added layer, especially during the colder weather, and they're a great way to coordinate. So these are some of the other colors that I have for cooler weather. It's primarily when I'm wearing these. I don't wear these during the summer unless I'm wearing something sheer, but I wouldn't wear this fabric. I would go with something more of a satin, and that would be a bit dressier and feel a little bit better and look a bit better in the summertime. But these are going to range in price from a couple of dollars to 10 to 15 to 20, depending on the fabric and, of course, depending on where you buy them. So I have a wide range of colors for the reason, too, if I wanted to just add a little pop of color under a button up, that way I could coordinate a handbag or my shoes or a scarf just by adding a touch of color with a camisole. So they do serve multiple purposes. The other item that I wear is slips. I grew up wearing slips, and I still wear a slip if my dress or skirt calls for it. Now, Some of you may not have made this a part of regular wear, but it is a shield. A slip acts as a shield between your skin and your garment. And it's also a nice way to conceal if you have a dress that has a little bit of sheerness to it. And this is going to give you some extra cover. I wanted to introduce it so when I get questions like, what are my foundation garments? This is one of those pieces. I don't wear a slip every day. I can go months and not wear a slip. It just depends on what the garment is that I'm wearing and whether or not it needs it. So they come in one pieces. The straps are adjustable, and they also come in a variety of colors. But I also wear half slips. Typically, I'll wear the half slip in the summer. Of course, in summer, my pieces get a little bit thinner, and I may need a half slip, and that works well. They come in different lengths, so I have some short ones and I have some longer ones, just depending on what the use is. Now, with regard to these, I'm going to show you another option in terms of style when I get to the Walmart piece. And these are the kinds of pieces that, for me, work with regard to how my garments lay. If it's a fitted dress or skirt, I don't want it clinging to my skin. If I put something on and it's clinging to me, I can now decide whether or not a slip is what I need that's going to make a difference because it's a satiny fabric. The fabric of the dress or the skirt is going to slide across this more so than it's going to slide across your skin. So that's why I wear it. It just gives a little bit of smoothness. The shapewear is my last option. So with regard to the shapewear, I'm going to show you that at the exact piece that I have. Did a little bit of looking around because I didn't want to have two pieces. I didn't want a top where I got to maybe be pulling on it. I didn't want a bottom where I got to be pulling it up. I wanted a one-piece garment for those moments. And having that one piece, it was just easier for me and I thought would feel better. I thought it would move better. So in the brands that I looked at a variety of price points. It was not something I wanted to pay $80 for. One, because I didn't want to pay $80 for it, but also because it's not something that I was going to be wearing day to day. I don't wear shapewear every day. For the most part, when one of you have asked, what am I wearing? You can probably tell that I have on shapewear, but it's because of that particular garment that I had on. And it's not something that I feel I need on a daily basis. I don't want to feel of shapewear. I don't want anything squeezing me. The reason why I went with the Walmart brand was initially the price. Now, had that particular garment at that price point not worked, I would have continued exploring it. But because it worked, I saw no need to go spend anything above $25 to get what comfort I wanted. Also, because it comes down to just above my knee, and I can wear it if I needed it. I could wear it with shorts. I definitely can wear it with skirts, and of course my dresses. And I'm not doing this. I'm not having to adjust and do those kinds of things. That was something I definitely did not want to do with shapewear. I just recommend what works best for you, and you may have to try a couple different brands. You may have to try a couple of different styles to get to your comfort. But I think shapewear is a good investment. And for me, the shapewear is to define and smooth and to make my clothes look better. So let's go to Walmart and take a look at the foundation pieces. I want to bring into Walmart and show you the actual garment that I use as a foundation piece that many of you have inquired about when you ask what I wear. Walmart carries the Maidenform line, and this is actually what I have. I have it in black. It's a long line. Don't worry about it rolling. It does not roll. And it's a straight edge there. And also, this is an under the bra style, as you can see here in the photo. This is what the back looks like. And the one piece is really nice because you don't have to worry about anything pulling down or pulling up when you've got the two separate pieces, which is why I went with this style. And it has the wider strap. I do like that. And this works. And it comes in nude as well. So for the frequency in which I wear this, I only have the one. And that seems to be working out really well. But of course you can also go with the two different pieces or a different style in the one piece. But I do like the long leg because I can wear this with skirts as well as pants. I also recommend half slips, and they're gonna fall just along the length of whatever your skirt is. And that's a great way to just add some smoothness to your outfit. And they also come in different lengths, just based on the length you want it to fall. If you're wearing a maxi and it's kind of thin, you can definitely get a longer slip. And these are going to be great options for you in black, white, or nude, just depending on just color preference. So these are great ways to smooth your garments so that they just kind of lay to the body, or they just flow better so that they're not clinging to the skin. So these are some of my recommendations. So for those of you that are new and have not seen me mention this in a video, a couple of times a year I donate to women's groups. I start to coordinate those pieces for donations in between those donation periods. So as a way for me to maintain the volume here in the closet, I do donations a couple times a year, but not only for that, but to be able to assist women that are going back into the workplace or that are just in need of clothing. So a couple of times a year, I donate. So as I decide pieces that I'm not wanting to keep for those reasons that I mentioned, or I've gotten my wear out of it, I love it still, but I'm ready to pass it on. Also, it may not fit any longer, and I don't up and down on weight that much, so I'm not gonna lose a lot of weight in order to wear something. So I feel comfortable getting rid of things. Today I'm focusing on bottoms, and I'm going to be pulling out a few pieces that I'm going to donate for the spring giveaway. And as you can see, I have a lot of dark bottoms. So when you see me in black bottoms in my videos, then this has been years in the making, as I always mention, with regard to the amount of whatever the item is. So black has been one of my go-tos for a very long time. So therefore I have a lot of black pieces. So I'm going to try to thin out the black pieces today. And some of these are going to go into my spring donation. And this is how I manage it. I'm also going to be going through my jewelry, which is going to be a process because those are some of my favorite pieces. But I'm not going to donate anything that I wouldn't want to keep. But I need to thin it out a little bit. And I'm starting to already pull out some pieces for donation. And I'm going to be collecting and hanging those here. And I've kind of got them separated because they're going to two different organizations. So not based on anything other than just kind of trying to keep the donations comparable in terms of who gets what. So that's why I've got those in two separate spaces there. So I'm diving in and we'll see what happens. So I hope this was helpful with regard to what to wear under white, with regard to your camisoles or your bras and what that might look like, and helping you kind of maybe choose what direction to go. And also with regard to the shapewear and looking at some possibilities there. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.